Are you carrying too much weight in your backpack? If your pack is feeling heavy, there's a reason why, and it might be easy to fix. In this video, I'm going to show you how to lighten your pack. Whether you're a brand new backpacker or you're just trying to lighten your load, this video is for you. Hi everyone, I'm Justin and welcome to the channel Let's Hit the Trail, formerly Justin and Anna Hit the Trail. And whether you're new or an experienced backpacker, I think there's going to be some valuable information in this video for you. And this video is not about being ultralight, it's just about making your pack and your experience feel better. And everything here comes from real experiences from all my shorter trips when I was first starting out to the longer trails like the Wonderland Trail, the JMT, and of course the PCT. So I'm going to put all that experience to use and show you how to lighten your pack. I'm going to start with some low-hanging fruit, of course, but then get to some things that you might not have thought of, so make sure you stick around to the end. And of course, if you're new to the channel, here we talk about all things hiking and backpacking, especially backpacking. So please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. And we are going to have to start with some low-hanging fruit, which is, of course, lightening your pack by upgrading your gear. Even if you already have some pretty nice gear, of course, you can make it lighter by getting the really nice ultralight stuff. You could go from a more traditional lightweight tent to an ultralight Dyneema tent. Of course, you'll save some weight and spend a lot of money doing that. You could go from a traditional backpack to an ultralight backpack and save over £1 doing that, and also spend hundreds more dollars. But chances are, if you're watching this video, you're probably not trying to break the bank while upgrading all of your gear. But if you do have a little bit of money to spend, start by upgrading your big three. Your big three, being your backpack, your tent, and your sleep system, usually take up more than half of your base weight. So if you are going to upgrade anything, start with one of those. You might not be trying to upgrade your gear necessarily. Maybe you're first starting out and you're trying to put together your first full backpacking kit. There's probably some lighter options at equal or cheaper prices than some of the traditional things you might be looking at. Instead of going with a freestanding or a semi-freestanding tent, you could go with a trekking pole tent. Guess which one of these is cheaper and lighter? If you are buying an ultralight backpack, some ultralight backpacks are cheaper than others. If you were thinking about going with a traditional sleeping bag, you should probably consider a quilt. A high-end sleeping bag and a high-end quilt are often the same price nowadays. And of course, guess which one is lighter? Even with some of the less expensive gear, you could go with a heavier, more expensive, bulky cook system, or just go with a canister stove and a little titanium pot. Guess which is cheaper and lighter? So of course the gear changes is the low-hanging fruit, but now let's get into some other ways to lighten your pack that don't involve spending money. One of the fastest ways to lighten your pack is to stop carrying redundancies. Extra clothes, extra layers, a multi-tool, and a pocket knife. If you're bringing a cook pot, a mug, and a bowl, just use your pot for everything. Instead of asking, what if something goes wrong? You should ask yourself, what problem does this piece of gear solve? Everything you bring has to have a purpose and you have to use it, otherwise you don't need to bring it. On this subject, let's talk about clothes for a little bit. One set of hiking clothes, that's all you're bringing. One hiking shirt and one set of shorts or pants. You can bring an extra set of underwear, an extra set of socks, that's okay, but you're not bringing clothes for every day. Hiking clothes, maybe some sleep clothes if it's cold outside, and a couple different jackets that each serve separate purposes, but that's it. When you're first starting out, when you get back from your trip, give yourself a post-hike audit. Pull everything out of your pack one by one and ask yourself, did I actually use this item or not? If you didn't, put it in this pile. If you did, put it in this pile. Once you have emptied out your pack, this pile isn't coming on your next trip. Once you do this a couple of times, your problem areas will become very obvious. Now let's talk about luxury items. Luxury items aren't necessarily bad. I always bring a couple myself, but they are very much optional. For the record, I do not consider pillows a luxury item. I think that is a necessity, but things like a camp chair, definitely a luxury. Are you bringing a flask? That's a luxury. Camp shoes, extra camera gear if you're a photographer, Bluetooth speakers, though you shouldn't bring that anyway. All luxury items, and you really don't need to bring any of them. This could be a little side table. People actually bring those backpacking, or even a French press for your coffee. Instant coffee exists for a reason. So ask yourself this, is this item really adding value to the trip? If the answer is yes, great, bring it with you. If not, easy weight to cut. Now let's get into some less obvious things, and let's start with food planning. Food weight adds up fast, and most people tend to bring more than they need. I have absolutely done this myself. And of course, to get it out real quick, don't bring a bear can unless you really need to. They weigh a lot and they're bulky. So some tips for reducing your food weight. Choose calorie-dense food, repackage your food, especially if it comes in a bunch of packaging. And of course, don't bring more than you actually need with just a little bit extra. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, a couple of snacks, and then maybe one bag of instant potatoes or ramen as your just-in-case meal. And if you're just going out on a one-nighter, you probably don't even need that. And don't bring cans. It's surprising how many people bring cans of soup or stew when they're going backpacking when they first start out. Don't do that. And there's one more heavy thing that people carry too much of without realizing it. Water weighs 2.2 pounds per liter. That's a lot. If you're trying to lighten your pack, plan your camps by reliable water sources so you don't have to haul liters of water uphill at the end of a long day. That alone will make your pack feel dramatically lighter. And the more you hike and the more you backpack, you start to realize how much water you normally consume. Of course, this will vary depending on where you are backpacking at in the local climate, but for example, I can usually budget about 1 liter per 5 miles of hiking. So I know if I have 10 miles between water sources, I'm going to carry 2 liters. Of course, you should always play it safe. When in doubt, pack a little bit extra, but you don't need to pack 2 extra liters of water. Now let's talk about the small stuff that quietly is adding up. Cut extra straps that you don't use. Remove the tags on your gear. Use fewer stuff sacks. Don't use the packaging that your food came in. Individually, these are tiny, but added all up, it can be a couple of ounces. So here's the mindset that ties all this together. You don't need to be ultralight, you just need to be really intentional with what you bring. There's something to Gossamer Gear's saying of take less, do more. It makes sense. So even if you're not buying new ultralight gear, just bring one of everything, 0 redundancies, don't pack your fears, repackage and plan your food, plan your water, can't buy a water source, remove all the tags and the little things that don't matter, and make everything you bring count. I read every comment on these videos, so if there's something that you're questioning in your pack right now, drop it down in the comments. Or if you have a tip to how to lighten your pack, drop that down there as well. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like the video, subscribe if you have not already done so, and until next time, I'll see you out on the trail. Cheers.